Alright guys, so in this video I want to quickly go over a couple of the cookies that I personally recommend you guys to actually build right now, especially because now that PvE is honestly a very easy part of the game. It is important for you guys to invest in the correct cookies as of right now for the current meta as well as the current state of the game, in order for you guys to not fall behind and still take advantage of all of the events, guild boss battles and things like that for the future of your account. So in this video, I want to go over the guild focus, the current PvP focus, as well as the overall tank replacement, healer replacement, and some of the cookies that you should be building when you guys have them pulled. So let's go over it real quick. And the first one is going to be the guild focus, guys. Guild is very important for any new player because not only do they provide stat for you guys depending on the level of the guild, it is going to be a very consistent way for you guys to gain crystals, which you guys can use and save up later on for any of the epic cookies that come out, or even try your luck out for any of the new legendaries and stuff like that. So let's go over the guild focus first, and they are going to be 3 cookies that are going to be very important, and they do need to have magic candies for, and that is going to be werewolf as well as rye as well as squid ink. Alright, it's really good that these 3 are going to be the ones because they all use different sugar crystals. Werewolf is going to use the strength crystal, rye is going to use the swift crystals, as well as squid ink is going to use the arcane crystal. So all 3 of them are going to be using different type of crystals. So it will definitely be easier to level all of these up, okay, because you don't need to be, having double the amount of one specific crystal. But they are going to be really good and important. Squid ink as well as werewolf are going to be used for the living abyss as the main damage dealers right now, as well as squid ink and rye are going to be used for the avatar of destiny. Although the dragon can be an option, it is better to be focusing on what the actual guilds right now in the current state of the game are focusing on, which is going to be the avatar of destiny as well as the living abyss, in order for you guys to participate in any of the active guilds and earn the buffs and crystals that they gain. So these 3 are going to be the main focus that you guys really want to build, as well as there are going to be a couple of the other epics as well as rare that you might want to try and build eventually, and it's going to include Macaron, Cherry Blossom, as well as Blackberry. So these ones are going to be used for the guild boss battles, as well as later on you could be using them for events like right now the K Count Frenzy, and also for the Cookie Alliance. For example, like Blackberry as well as Macaron has been used in certain teams for the Cookie Alliance as well. So for the end game purposes, these cookies are going to definitely help out. Cherry Blossom especially is going to be a vital member for the Avatar of Destiny right now, so it is going to be recommended you guys build her, especially because guild is going to be very important. So now moving on to the PvP aspect of things. PvP is going to be definitely hard for a lot of the newer players, and I do recommend, if you guys are new or you guys are starting off the game, or you guys are returning to the game, the thing that you should be focusing on is guild, and then using the cookies from the guild and the cookies that you should be building when pulled, and then you should be building a team around them first. And then once you guys start having a very stable position within the guild, getting enough crystals, you have enough mileage points and stuff like that to get cookies that are going to be more meta focused, then that's about the time you guys should really just dive into arena and play that competitively. But in the beginning, you shouldn't be stressing. But the one cookie that I definitely recommend you guys to start building, if you guys have a chance to and you guys have spare EXP Star Jelly, especially for the returning players, is go to the mileage shop, get Financier, and build her. Alright, so she's going to be really strong, and she is going to be used greatly within the PvP meta right now. So she is one of those cookies that I would definitely recommend you guys to build. And the rest of them, it really just depends on whether you have that cookie leveled up or not. But right now, the first thing that you guys should be doing as a beginning player or returning player, or any of the players who are confused on where you guys should take the direction of the account, these cookies are going to be your focus right now. And the next one is going to be overall. These overall cookies are going to be used within majority of the arena, as well as the Cookie Alliance, PvE and things like that. And that is going to actually include Hollowberry as well as Pure Vanilla. I do recommend the newer players to actually pull Pure Vanilla first. But if you guys are going to be focusing greatly on the guild boss battle, then Hollowberry might be a better option, just because Hollowberry is going to be part of that Living Abyss team that I went over previously, and she will definitely help out in reaching a little bit of a higher score. But because of the fact that she does require a high-end build, I just feel like pure vanilla might just be a better option for a lot of the newer players to choose from the Might of the Ancient to help them progress throughout the story, as well as dark mode and so on. So because pure vanilla is also used within the arena greatly right now, he is going to be a great option. But these two are going to be really important for majority of the accounts. And then Eclair as well as Cotton are going to still be the best epics for you guys, especially to get from the Malice shop and just use throughout the entire gameplay. They'll help out within story mode all the way from episode 1 all the way to 15 now, and they will just be a great, choice overall within a lot of the different game modes. Now, let's quickly go over some of the tank replacement in case you don't have Hollowberry. Then you guys can go with Milky Way, Charles, as well as Wallberry. These 3 cookies are not in any particular order, but Milky Way is definitely going to be more PvE boss focused, and then Wallberry is going to be more of the defense overall gameplay focus, as well as Charles is going to be more of an offensive, gameplay focus. All right, because Charles increases attack of every cookie by 15%. Wallberry increases damage resist by 15% for all of the cookies. And Milky Way just provides a lot of shield as well as that defense reduction to bosses and other enemies. And then right now, the only one who's not available within the Malice shop is going to be Milky Way. But of course, Milky Way is part of the feature banner right now, so you guys can go and pull for her. And then the healer replacements are going to be Cream Unicorn as well as Carol right now. I would say because Cream Unicorn is a very special cookie with silence as well as healing based on the HP missing, as well as a passive damage resist buff that they are able to give to your teammates. So it is pretty good to have Cream Unicorn is available within the Malice shop. And then Carol is also a very, crit as well as buff oriented cookie, and will be greatly used within the Cookie Alliance for a lot of the teams. So it might be a good option to level up Carol if you guys don't have Pure Vanilla or Cream Unicorn. But just keep in mind, Carol is going to be one of those cookies right now not available in the Malice shop. And then lastly, the cookies that you should be building when you guys do pull them is going to be right now Moonlight as well as Black Pearl and Sherbet. I would say there are a lot of cookies that you should still be building, but I really just want to condense this and break it down all the way to the very minimum, so that you guys really know who to build. Because like a lot of players say, EXP Star Jelly is lacking, and you really want to just focus on certain cookies in order to not only use them for one specific game mode, but also in other ones as well. So I really believe that these cookies in general right now, the guild focus as well as the PvP and the overall with the replacements, they are really going to be the ones to make up a lot of the members of the team for majority of the content right now. And as an added bonus, I just want to quickly go over some of the things that I definitely recommend the newers as well as returning players to do right now. And that is, if you guys go to your kingdom, all right, the first thing that you guys should definitely be doing is going to be unlocking this Hall of Ancient Hero whenever you guys can, all right? And I would say right now, for any of the newer players, the maximum amount of slots that you should be opening for your hall is going to be 5 to 6, all right? And then you should be rotating these around and leveling up your cookies as you guys put them into the hall. So right now my Pure Vanilla is within the hall and his level is 53, but he's getting a buff to all the way to 60. But I should still be using my EXP Star Jellies to focus on these cookies, level them up to the highest I can, level 70, and then take them out and then replace them with a cookie that I need to, focus on again, and then take advantage of that. And then this is going to be your temporary way to level up the cookies, working like a loan, right? You're borrowing money and then you're paying it off slowly, and then you should be rinsing and repeating that in order to have cookies actually leveled up to 70 rather than taking up a spot inside of the hall. And you should be focusing on the statue in order to get all of these buffs that are going to be provided. And then quickly, just last thing that I want to quickly talk about is going to be team building here, guys. And generally what I do recommend you guys to do for majority of the world exploration is going to be 2 different sets of builds. And that is going to be single tank, 2 DPS as well as 2 healer, or 2 tanks, 2 DPS and 1 healers. And that is going to be the general idea or general build that you guys want to have for your particular team. And then of course, as you guys learn more about the cookies, as you guys learn more about how to build more better teams and comboing your cookie skill and things like that, you guys can mix and match some of the cookies that you guys need, and replacing some with other cookies that are going to be better for that particular stage. But in general, it's going to be 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 1 healer, or 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 healers, and that is going to be generally the best way to go. All right, but that's just pretty much what I wanted to go over, guys. and really just give you guys a tip on who you guys should be building so that you guys have a more in-depth idea rather than a general like overall topic like how I did with a lot of the tier lists. So hopefully this is going to be a guideline for who you should be building and who you should be focusing on right now. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you guys found it helpful, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.